Yesterday when LeBron James and Bronny James stepped on the court together in the Lakers preseason game against the Suns. Shannon, how special was it to see them on the court together?
I mean, it's surreal. I mean, I think we've only, in modern time, I mean, I remember when Ken Griffey Jr. and his dad was on the field together with the Mariners, and to see this, I never thought it was even possible, because that means Senior is going to have to play well enough, long enough, in order for Junior just to make it to that point. It's an unbelievable feeling. And guess what, Stephen A.? I believe the first game of the season they're going to play, I will be at that game. Now, run tell that. October 22nd, Shea going to be in the house. For sure.
Well, first of all, I find it very difficult to believe that you're going to make the game. I got to see it to believe it, because
you're a hater.
With your damn schedule, who knows whether or not you're going to be there. I'll probably be there, though. But I will say this. I just want to take a moment to say this in all seriousness. You know, we could talk about how surreal the moment is. I've been very disgusted at the cynics out there who've gotten at LeBron about this. I want to remind everybody who we're talking about here. We're talking about somebody where you can make a legitimate argument. There is no one who has done more for the game of basketball in the modern era. Yes, I could be critical about some jump shooting. I could be critical about him having a podcast when he knows his coach is on a hot seat and stuff like that. But make no mistake about it, I don't slip when it comes to recognizing A, his greatness, and B, what he has meant for the game of basketball. He's earned the right to facilitate his son being a teammate of his. The Golden State Warriors, as recently reported, was considering taking Bronny James, but out of respect to LeBron James and his wishes, didn't do so according to the reports, which is why he ended up going number 55 to the Los Angeles Lakers. Let's understand that while Bronny has a lot to prove, and we're wishing him nothing but the best and all the luck in the world, LeBron James has earned the right to have the kind of cachet that could manipulate the proceedings to such a degree. This man is one of the top 2-3 greatest players in the history of basketball, without question. But what he has done as an ambassador of the game, he's earned the right to have himself in this situation for his son to be on that basketball court with him. If it was somebody else, we wouldn't be saying it. Let's make sure we say that about LeBron James. He deserves this. He's earned it. He's done that much for the game.
Stephen A., we see it all the time in coaching. We see it all the time in front offices.
Yeah.
They do it all the time. They got 3-4 of their sons in coaching. They got 3 or 4 of their family members in the front office, and we don't bat an eye. Now all of a sudden, for the first time in NBA history, oh man, it's nepotism. Half the corporations is nepotism. They got family members working. We're going to move on, Molly. We're going to move on. Let's move on. Come on.
I'm picking up what you're putting down, but absolutely, it's unbelievable to see his dreams realized playing out there with his son. It's something special for both of them.
I'm happy for Bronny, but I'm
Guys,
really happy
back to the NFL now. After the rain delay, it came down to the wire.
15 of 22, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 stocks. Pretty impressive. Let's hear from LeBron on this special night. He's speaking with media.
Cool. It's been cool. For both of us, and especially for our family. It's been cool.
You just think of Savannah watching at home, just the thoughts of your entire extended family. And, I'm sure you'll hear about it. But
Yeah, I'll probably hear about it. I haven't got on my phone just yet, but I'll probably hear about it. But I know Bronny probably hear about it, but it's definitely a moment that I will never forget, and it's pretty cool.
For it to be on his 20th birthday, and as a father, what does it kind of mean? How significant is that for you as a father?
For a father, it means everything. For someone who didn't have that, growing up, to be able to have that influence on your kids and have that influence on your son, to be able to have moments with your son, and then ultimately, to be able to work with your son, I think that's one of the greatest things that a father could ever hope for or wish for. So it's pretty cool.
Now, you've been kind of speaking this into existence for a while, but he had to do his part.
Yeah, for sure.
What do you think of the job he's done just getting here, getting drafted, going through the process?
I just think, for him just to be able to, keep his head straight forward, keep the blinders on. Even with the situation last year, he came out of that and continued to work, continue to put himself in a position where he can even, be drafted. And, now it's just a work in progress. He wants to continue to get better. He wants to continue to learn, and he's doing it every single day. So, it was great to see.
Did you know it was going to happen tonight? Did JJ let you know beforehand that?
Yeah, he kind of have a notion that he wanted to do. I mean, obviously, the coaches kind of set their lineups and how the game is going to flow. So to have that moment was dope, and it was pretty cool.
When you hear beforehand, I mean, obviously, there's only so many things in this game you haven't experienced.
That was the first time for that.
So when he tells you that, is that when the kind of the excitement about it kind of starts, or are you locked in prepping for a game like it's?
No, it's not prepping for a game like this, regular. But the moment, when we came out of the timeout and he was picking up full court and I went up and because my guy was taking the ball out, we still kind of stood next to each other. I kind of looked at him and it was just like the Matrix or something. It just didn't feel real. So, but it was great to have those moments out there with him.
What'd you tell him afterwards? Sorry.
I just told him to keep getting better. Keep getting better. I think obviously he's young. Just turned, like you said, 20. He's young. He wants to continue to improve, and that's what's most important. So every time you get a moment out there, just continue to make winning plays, continue to learn from from his mistakes and learn from the good things. And I think if he continues to do that, he'll keep getting better and better as every moment goes on and on.
How the group looked in the first half with the projected rotation?
We did some great things. A couple of things we could have did a lot better. But we still working on habits. So I like the way we played offensively. We shared the ball. We had some turnovers that, from myself that I didn't particularly like, but I'm also trying to do some things that's different, which is a good thing, though. We want to push the ball. We want to kick the ball ahead. We want to be better with that. So, but all in all, I thought we had great energy. I thought we paid attention to detail, and I feel like we got better. So it's a win for us.
Last two.
You've been energized by a bunch of different things. You mentioned, winning in Paris, but having Bronny here through this process, what's that done for you in terms of a day in, day out sort of energy?
Well, I mean, you guys know my energy doesn't really. Has
it kicked it up though?
I have a lot more energy than a lot of the younger guys. To be completely honest,
true.
I boost their energy up if you want me to be completely honest. But to have like I said, to have your son or a relative, you work with them. I don't know if any of you guys have ever worked with someone that you was blood with or whatever the case may be. It's a different feeling. When you go to work every day, you want to, try to, help each other. If it's a bad day for him, you pick him up. Vice versa. If it's a bad day for me, pick me up. So that's just, it's things that we can do, that doesn't even need words. We could just look at each other and know okay, so that's pretty cool.
You guys have last question?
Even if just time or anything?
Yeah, a couple times. Yeah. We had some runs a few times when we played. But not obviously not like this. This is professional basketball. This is the pros. So, this is totally different. And, but it's definitely something that, is not being taken for granted for me. And, I hope the same for him as well. All right. Appreciate it, guys. See y'all back in LA.
Hello, still about LeBron James, one of the greatest icons of the NBA, made history by playing for the first time alongside his son, Bronny James, during the Los Angeles Lakers' loss to the Phoenix Suns in a preseason game. This unprecedented moment marked the first time that father and son shared the court in an official NBA game, surpassing the importance of the result, which ended 118-114 for the Suns. LeBron and Bronny played together for about 4 minutes in the second quarter. Bronny, still adapting to the NBA level, played 13 minutes in total, but did not score. LeBron, even in his 21st year of career, was dominant, scoring 19 points, grabbing 5 rebounds, giving 4 assists and making 2 blocks in just 16 minutes. After the game, LeBron highlighted the emotional importance of the moment for him and his family, reflecting on the rare opportunity to share the court with his son. He described the surreal feeling of guiding Bronny through the game, comparing the experience to a moment in a movie. Bronny, who had turned 20 the day before, said that despite the pressure of playing alongside a legend, he tried to focus on the game and treat his father as just another teammate. His maturity and LeBron's influence are evident in his professional demeanor. LeBron's longevity, who at 39 continues to play at a high level, is remarkable considering the average NBA player's career is only 4.5 years. This milestone not only symbolizes the strength of his career, but also the beginning of a new phase, with Bronny entering the NBA and showing great potential. This moment between father and son has opened up discussions about family legacies in sports, comparable to other historic duos, such as King Griffey Jr. in baseball. The partnership between LeBron and Bronny is a celebration of longevity, family legacy, and the connection between generations in elite sports. Leave your comment below. A hug and see you next time.